It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police are yet to establish a motive for Monday night's fatal stabbing incident at Morisset Hospital. 25-year-old Thomas Dylan Stone is accused of stabbing a 41-year-old fellow psychiatric patient in the neck. The pair had been living together in a low-security cottage at the facility and were close to being released into the community. Hunter New England Health has defended the decision to move the men to the low-security accommodation, saying both had undergone an independent mental health assessment beforehand. The project director for revitalising Newcastle says the new transport interchange at Wickham will be operational by early November in time for the supercars race. Michael Castle says the $200 million Newcastle interchange on Stewart Avenue is on time and on budget. The internal fit-out of the building will be finished by October. Trains will once again travel beyond Hamilton, with commuters able to connect with trains, buses and taxis at the transport hub. However, we still have a while to wait for light rail services, which aren't due to start until 2019. The withdrawal of funding and the termination of several private training providers has prompted calls for more resources to be directed into Hunter TAFE. 11 providers have had their smart and skilled funding terminated for failing to provide vocational training to an acceptable standard. Shadow Hunter Minister Kate Washington says it means 1,500 Hunter students have lost their pathways training to a new job.
The last thing we can afford is for people to lose those pathways. And that's happening under this focus on the private providers in the vocational ed and training instead of the public education that TAFE once offered. TAFE needs to be given the resources to continue delivering what it's done so well over the years.
Thousands of low to middle income families in the Hunter will receive a $500 a year boost as part of changes to family tax benefits. The Turnbull government is expected to make the announcement today as part of its revised childcare package. It's reported families will receive an extra $20 a fortnight in tax benefits. Hunter New England Health is urging people to report any cases of foodborne diseases after consistently high temperatures across the region. The warm temperatures have encouraged the growth of harmful bacteria, which may cause illness and possibly death in those with lower immunity. Public health epidemiologist James Flint says it's important for all cases of disease outbreak to be reported and investigated.
This is just a general warning for people to prevent getting sick, and also if someone is part of an outbreak. So if you have vomiting and diarrhea following going to a restaurant or eating out somewhere, let us know. We want to hear about it, and we will do an investigation and try to find out exactly what happened, find the source of that outbreak and prevent other people from getting sick.
Hunter men over the age of 40 are being urged to get a prostate check, with new figures showing the Hunter has the highest rate of prostate cancer in Australia. The Hunter Prostate Cancer Alliance says the mortality rate is 37% higher than anywhere else in the country. Men are being encouraged to request a PSA test when they visit their GP.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Newcastle Knights put a number of youngsters on show at the Auckland Nines, and coach Nathan Brown says it's raised more questions than answers. The Knights' starting lineup is still as murky as ever after strong performances at the Nines and at a Murwillumbah trial on the weekend. Brown says the upcoming trial match against the Canberra Raiders will go a long way to deciding his first 13 for the season opener on March 5. Melbourne Victory have scored the most goals so far this A-League season, and they come up to Newcastle on Sunday to continue their quest for first place. The Victory have a number of strong names across the front four, and Jets winger Andrew Houle says they'll have to be at their best to halt the likes of Marco Rojas.
Yeah, really good individual, obviously very dangerous, so we need to make sure that we focus on shutting him down, and also they've got other good players like Barisha and Califala and that as well, and Troisi. So across the front they've got some dangerous acquisitions, so we need to make sure that we're on our game.
And Samoan Rugby Union World Cup star Selosi Tajika Kabau will spearhead Warringah's defence of the Mick Whale Curry Memorial Sevens at St John Oval in Charlestown on Saturday. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.